Welcome to the Indiana Farmer. We are in harvest of 2020. New combine this year. Kind of a mess. I'll tell you about it sometime with the old combine. But here we are with the new combine. It is a 760 TT Lexion Claas. So I thought I would show you a little bit about it, kind of some of the features, I suppose. And I'll show you how it runs. I have an 8-foot head, Drago head. It's red from the other combine that I owned, but I'll show you how it works with that. And I got a bean head and a 16-row Claas corn head, so I'll show you that at some point too on this. But at first, let me show you around. If you look up in here, this is kind of the overview. You got your auger chain there. You can see pulleys and belts. I thought this is kind of a neat little option is the toolbox. It's a very nice one. I did get started a couple days ago. I figured I'd give myself a couple days to get used to it before I showed you what's going on, so I could maybe better tell you what's happening. So I'm told this is the wider, the 760 and the 770 are the wider bodied machines. And you can see the dual rotors up there. And so it splits it up, runs it through the sieves there, and then through the back here. See the straw chopper? There's a hole. But the straw chopper there comes down through, and there's the two gearboxes for the dual rotors. Here's your thrashing drum. You change your speeds. That's how you change your speeds to lower gear and higher gear, depending if you're going to corn and beans. I actually have a 16-row head. Well, I'll probably show that to you at some point here, but I don't have the manpower today or the semis, and we are really close to my facility where we dry corn. Just so you know, here's the Parker wagon and my tractor here that my grain cart operator, he'll be here pretty soon. He'll start doing that for me. But yeah, so I came from a 7088 Case IH, and once I start running it and I take you inside and kind of show you around, I'll kind of show you some differences between this combine and the last one. All right, so here's a couple more features I'll show you. And inside the cab, seat pulls down. I think that's pretty standard these days. Moisture tester in the way. It's kind of neat. Here's kind of a chiller. Got my lunch in there, it cools in there. I wouldn't call it a refrigerator, but maybe a chiller. Pretty normal up there. You know, lights and stuff like that. Here's your road gear, hazard lights. So I'm running a 2020 on here, and I'll show you once we get going off my iPad. Start it up back there. Got your throttle here. Got low, medium, high. Let it start up. And you can run your front here. Parking brake. This is how you change gears. This is kind of different than what I'm used to. Sorry, got some things coming on here. Beeping and everything else. So this is your grain extension tank. You can lift it up from there. And you can see it back here, your reverse, feeder house reverse. Got a button here that you can quickly access all your different components of the combine to change. And this is your hotkey that kind of bypasses everything. You got up on top, you can access the different categories that way, like grain and crop data and stuff like that. So, but we'll get into that later. One different thing that wasn't completely used to, here, let me X out of here, to change gears. So on my 7088, you had a gear shift here and kind of a manual gear shift. Well, this is, I believe they call it a hydraulically ran. So what you do is you push on the brake, and you can see it there, it's in second gear. So you push it and you wait till the beep, and you probably could hear it shift out of first or second gear into first. So that's kind of weird. Hydrostat, you got here, and then you got your buttons, and I'll show you that here in a little bit. But the same as, I would say the same as a case. You got your separator and your feeder house right here. So the next step, I'll show you what it looks like going through the field. and we'll kind of go from there. So using about 41% of my power at going at 4.3. Got a really good spot here, 247. Running really, really well. Got the grain tank back there, dirty window. 235 at 16%. Yeah. Here's the map. It's making a map. As you can see, I could probably go a little faster, but not today. This is what I was talking about before. These are the speeds that everything is going at, and it will maintain these speeds as I'm going through the field. So where the corn is better, it'll keep it at the right speed as you're going through, even when you're doing unload augers and stuff. So that's a pretty nice feature this has. Thank you everybody for watching. I'm the Indiana Farmer. I'll see you soon.